Now, if you're looking for a side hustle that's actually easy and doesn't require selling or tech skills, this is most definitely for you. You're
better than the other, but what I will tell you is how long are you willing to wait to get rich?
All right, let me tell you something. If you're looking to get rich as quickly as possible, the best business model, hands down, is an agency.
I'm 24 years old, I don't have a job, and last month I made $114,000 without taking off my clothes and without showing pictures of my feet.
You've definitely seen this ad before. Some dude in a crispy white shirt jumping out of a Lambo like he's the broke version of Tony Stark. He flashes that plastic smile, adjusts his oversized fake Rolex and goes,
I've got an incredible opportunity for you. If you've got Wi-Fi and a brain, you can make $10,000 a week from your couch.
And you're just sitting there, halfway through a bowl of cereal in SpongeBob pajamas, thinking,
damn, maybe I'm one Zoom call away from being rich.
Let's be real for a second. That guy probably doesn't own the car or the house, because here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. The online course game isn't built to make you rich.
It's built to make them rich.
And now, Piglet is going to expose how crypto bro bootcamps and dropshipping masterclasses are nothing more than a beautiful package of scams. These clowns aren't selling knowledge, they're selling the illusion of success. And if you've ever watched one of those videos and felt like you're the problem, spoiler alert, you're not, they are. So buckle up, grab a snack, because we're about to break down how they play you, step by step, and how these financial freedom courses are just financial fantasies. You've heard the pitch. Start your own business, no product needed, no experience required, just Wi-Fi and a dream. They make it sound easy. Click a few buttons, make money while you sleep. Boom, you're a CEO. But here's the truth they won't tell you. Dropshipping isn't a business model, it's a copy-paste fantasy. Let's break it down. Step 1, the course trap. This is where they get you. You're scrolling TikTok. You see some guy with veneers and fake confidence yelling, "This one product made me $10,000 a day on Shopify." He's by a pool, wearing a white t-shirt that's somehow never sweaty, Lambo in the back, MacBook on his lap, and he's pointing at a screenshot with $100,000 in sales. And you're like, damn, I like money too. So you click and boom, you're funneled into a webinar or a landing page or a countdown timer that says only 4 hours left. But magically resets every time you refresh the page, you buy the course. $100 gone, and what do you get? A bunch of recycled PDF slides, a coaching video recorded in 2018, a Facebook group where everyone's panicking, and a winning product list that's already being sold by 100 other beginners, and the golden strategy they teach. Find a product on AliExpress, mark it up 10x, run an ad, get rich. That's it. No brand, no audience, no long-term strategy, just straight up digital get-rich-quick energy. And the wild part? This same course has been sold to thousands of people. You didn't buy a business. You bought entry into a race you're already 100 laps behind. Step 2, the clone store. Now that you've been brainwashed with entrepreneurial mindset, it's time to build your empire. Apparently. You open Shopify, pick a free team, connect it to Oberlo or CJ Dropshipping or some janky third-party plugin that might as well be held together by duct tape. You choose a product, a neck stretcher, a mini blender, LED eyelashes, whatever was on page 1 of the guru's winning products of the month sheet. Then comes the branding. You slap together a logo in Canva. Name your store something vague and futuristic like Novalux Pro or Vibratech Essentials, which sounds like a scam before you even launch. You write your product description like the course taught you, full of fake urgency and bold claims. Only 14 left in stock, ships fast from our global warehouse, over 1,000 happy customers. Spoiler, there's no customers. And the only thing fast is your money leaving your bank account. And now, your store looks like a carbon copy of every other dropshipping site online. Because that's exactly what it is, a clone of a clone of a clone. You're not building a brand, you're just throwing spaghetti at the algorithm and praying it sticks. Step 3, the paid ads bloodbath. This is where the fantasy collapses. Your course told you paid ads equal profit. So you create a video ad. Maybe it's a TikTok. Maybe it's a low-budget animation. Maybe it's you awkwardly talking to your phone like, "This product changed my life." You upload it to Facebook, target a few broad interest groups, set a $50 daily budget, click launch, and then you wait, and wait, and wait some more. But your ad doesn't hit. Why? Because you're competing with 1,000 other stores selling the same product with the same price, and often the exact same ad script. The algorithm, it's tired, it's seen your ad 1,000,000 times already. Yesterday, from someone else. And even if it does deliver, click-through rate is garbage, conversion rate is worse, and nobody's buying. And the one person who does, they ordered by accident or they realize that your product is crap, so they want a refund. Customer's angry, leaves a 1-star review. Now you're emailing customer support at 1 a.m. just to lose $40 on a single order. So, what happened? Simple. These courses don't teach business. They teach hype. They don't give you a system to win. They give you a system to blend in with 10,000 other people running the same play. Because here's the thing. If you win, you become competition. And nobody builds their own competition. That's not me saying it. That's straight out of Joseph Schumpeter's playbook, one of the OGs of economic theory. In his classic book, Capitalism, Socialism, and Democracy, he explains how capitalism works through creative destruction. New players destroy old ones. Innovation threatens the status quo. And competition, it's a kill or be killed situation. So what do these gurus do? They protect themselves. They sell you a dream. A duplicated, repackaged, burnt-out dream. Wrapped in Canva slides and fake urgency, they flood the market with clones, and they keep the real playbook locked in a vault. Because if you actually had a competitive edge, they'd lose theirs. Now let's talk about the ideas. That's what can make your company successful. But the way they sell it, dropshipping turns into full-blown gambling. They tell you, run Facebook ads, bring traffic, get sales. Well, it sounds simple, but here's what's really happening. You launch your ad, the algorithm scans it. It randomly tosses it into someone's feed. Maybe they scroll, maybe they tap, maybe they buy, maybe. Because first of all, the chances that your ad actually reaches the right person already low. But the chances that this person, while on the toilet, half scrolling through memes, decides to pull out their credit card and buy your $89 mini blender, even lower. You can make a sale, sure, but it's not stable, it's not predictable, it's not scalable, it's luck-based. You're not running a business, you're spinning the ad roulette wheel. Ad gets seen, cool. Ad gets clicked, rare. Ad gets a sale, miracle. Ad gets profitable after fees, returns, refunds, and delays, almost never. And here's what most people realize way too late. Even if you hit a winning day, even if you make $300 in sales, that's not the norm, that's the exception. And exceptions don't pay rent. So what do the gurus do? They step back from the game. They drop the products, they kill the store, and they start selling something way more profitable, the dream. They realize that hope is a better business than headphones. Selling courses is more stable than selling cables. And promising success pays better than chasing it. Because dreams don't get returned. They don't have inventory. They don't break in the mail. And they sure as hell don't file PayPal disputes. That's why they all end up in the same place. Not in e-commerce, but in education. Not teaching success, monetizing the fantasy of success. And that's the real hustle. So yeah, dropshipping is gambling with worse odds and uglier margins. It's a casino where you bet on your ad and the algorithm plays dealer. You lose quietly, they win loudly. If you want to actually understand how the economy works, how people really build wealth without betting it all on the algorithm gods, subscribe. Let's talk about one of the smoothest legal scams of the digital era, shitcoin alchemy. Yep, the magical art of turning absolutely nothing into cash. Here's how it works. We're talking about dead coins, ghost tokens, the stuff nobody trades, except maybe two bots stuck in a loop. It starts with a self-declared crypto guru, a guy who calls himself a web visionary, even though the only thing he's ever successfully launched is a Discord server full of memes and a hoodie brand with his face on it. And here's his move. He goes hunting for a low-volume, no-name altcoin. One that's so cheap, he can buy trillions of tokens for a couple $100. Or better yet, he makes his own. Because, plot twist, you can literally create your own cryptocurrency in 10 minutes. No regulation, no legal oversight, no team, no roadmap. Just paste a little code into Ethereum or BNB chain, hit deploy, and boom. You're now the founder of a coin, or more accurately, the god of a digital scam you control entirely. He gives it a name that sounds like it was brainstormed by ChatGPT on Red Bull, something like Quantumverse, Medico Chain X, or Nebula Token. Something that sounds like it has purpose, but actually means nothing. Then he codes in a few buzzword functions. A fake burn mechanic to make it sound deflationary. A pretend utility, like staking or real-world use cases. Maybe an NFT collection that looks like AI-generated leftovers, just enough tech jargon to confuse people who stopped doing math in 9th grade. And just like that, he's got a project, not a startup, not a company, not a product, a financial grenade, with a white paper, a domain name, and a marketing budget. And best of all, he owns most of the supply. Now it's time for the pump. How? Simple. Courses, webinars, reels, TikToks, live streams. All of them yelling
100x potential. The next Ethereum.
Don't miss the chance of a lifetime.
And beginners, they fall for it. Hard. They get hit with fear of missing out. They don't understand the tech, they don't understand the risk, but they understand one thing. People are getting rich, I want in, so they buy, and the price shoots up. Not because the coin is useful, not because it solves any real problem, but because a bunch of newbies just bought the same illusion. The chart starts climbing and the hype explodes. Everyone's screaming, we're going to the moon. Except, it's not a moon, it's a cliff, because then comes the dump. The creator, the guy who bought trillions of coins for pennies, yeah, he cashes out, right at the top, sells everything, instant jackpot. And what about everyone else? Well, congratulations, you are now the proud owner of a digital fart. A token that was worth 300 euros yesterday and 4 cents today, maybe less. Can't sell it, can't trade it. Can't even give it away at your cousin's birthday party. It's not a portfolio, it's a graveyard of bad decisions, and that's it. You want to make money? Easy, just create a course. Boom. Infinite money glitch unlocked. This is the final boss of online scams, the snake that eats its own tail. The pyramid scheme of the digital age, but with better branding and worse morals. They don't build businesses, they build blueprints. And you're paying for a PDF chain letter. Let's be honest, nobody gets rich by applying these strategies. People get rich by selling them. Andrew Tate, he made millions from Hustlers University. Not from dropshipping, not from crypto, from you. From your clicks, your attention, your hope. Because selling the dream is easier than building the reality. They're not selling knowledge, they're selling a lifestyle fantasy. Jet skis, private jets, sunset selfies with vague captions like, "Built this life with my laptop." Except it's all rented, staged, curated, and fake. You're not buying a skill, you are buying a vibe. And that vibe costs $997 and includes a motivational Discord and 300 hours of recycled advice. Now, maybe you're one of the lucky ones. You make $5,000 in sales. Sounds great, right? But here's the ironic part. If you really want to maximize that money, forget reinvesting in your store. Take the cash, buy a budget flight to Dubai, rent a Lamborghini for 24 hours, film a dozen TikToks pretending it's your daily life. Say vague stuff like, "My store scaled fast after I cracked the code." And boom, you've got all the content you need to launch your course. And you'll probably make more money selling that than you ever did with dropshipping, just like they did. But let's be real. If that's how you make money, off lies, illusion, and recycled hustle porn, then your money doesn't mean a damn thing. Because wealth without integrity? That's not success. That's just moral bankruptcy with a Stripe account. And here's the dark part. The few people who do make money after buying these courses, they don't apply what they learned. They just start selling the same course to other people. It's not success, it's a loop, a hamster wheel of hype, a pyramid in yoga pants. At the top, the guru. At the bottom, thousands of lost souls copying the same funnel, posting the same tweets, hoping to manifest their way to freedom. And the guru, he's just watching it all from a beach in Dubai, or drinking a smoothie paid for by your student loan. They make you believe that wealth is just a mindset, that you just have to believe, that if it's not working for you, it's your fault, not the system, not the fake testimonials, not the oversaturation, you. It's the cult of personal responsibility, without the context, the market conditions, or the luck involved. Let's call it what it is. This isn't education, it's worship. You're not a student, you're a follower, paying your guru in hopes that maybe one day you'll be just like them. It's not different from a spiritual scam, except instead of promising enlightenment, they promise Lamborghinis and time freedom. The formula is simple. Create a course, teach people nothing, watch them working hard for nothing, profit over and over and over again, until there's nothing left but broken wallets and full Dropbox folders. So yeah, you want to get rich? Don't build a business, just sell the manual for one. And when it stops working, rebrand, raise the price, and say the market shifted, because nothing makes more money than a beautiful lie with a PayPal button. So let's be clear. Dropshipping and crypto, they are not scams by default, but the way they're sold to you by online mentors, that's the scam. These tools, when used properly, can have value. They can help individuals or businesses grow. But gurus aren't teaching you to use tools, they're teaching you to worship shortcuts. If I ever come across a truly powerful system, a strategy that works, you better believe I'm keeping it, and I'll squeeze every last drop out of it. Because that's how the real world works. It's called competition. And no one builds their own competition. That's why governments created antitrust laws, to stop companies from becoming too powerful, too dominant, too untouchable. And because less competition they have, better it is for their business. Let me ask you something. When Elon Musk built the blueprint for the original Tesla, did he turn around and hand it to Toyota? Because nobody gives away the one thing that makes them unstoppable. So when a guru sells you the secrets for $297, ask yourself, why would he sell it if it really works? Now look, if you actually want to learn about money, about business, about how the economy truly works, I've dropped a list of books in the comments, the best I've ever read on finance, investing, and economic logic. You want to build something real? Start there. But before we wrap, I want to speak directly to those of you who follow and idolize these online course sellers, those who genuinely look up to them, because they seem to live the dream. And I'm not here to mock you, even though I personally never fell into the trap. I get why you did. That easy exit they promise, it's tempting, especially when it's packaged in a Lamborghini, wrapped in inspirational quotes and sold by someone who oozes confidence. I don't judge you for being tempted. In fact, I understand. Our generation is drowning in financial pressure, skyrocketing rent, home ownership becoming a fantasy, inflation eating every dollar you save, and in the middle of all that, someone comes along promising freedom, dying from your phone in 90 days or less. Who wouldn't want that? But here's what I won't do. I won't pity you. Because you're not victims. You believed something that was obviously a scam, it screamed red flags, and now you're broke and bitter when there are hundreds of free legit resources out there that could actually help you reach financial independence. You chose the easy hype over the hard truth. That's on you. Now I know. This is my first video, and yeah, it's probably insane to launch a channel by attacking an entire subculture with millions of followers who think these gurus walk on water. But here's the truth. They're the reason I started this channel. I come from a family that understands money, finance, investing, economics. It's in my blood. And when I watched these guys talk, I couldn't believe how many people were falling for it. So I decided I'm done watching people get scammed. It's time to speak, because you can get rich. But not by lying. Not by draining people's wallets with cookie-cutter courses. Not by pretending a rented lifestyle is freedom. Real wealth doesn't require selling your integrity. And I hope that this channel, this video, helps you see through the BS. Helps you understand how money actually works. And maybe, just maybe, it stops you from falling for the next TikTok millionaire who talks over piano music while selling you recycled nonsense. And for those of you who watched this whole video and still want to believe in those gurus, fine, just know this. I get it. My channel has a pig as a mascot. I don't have 15 supercars. I don't live in a mansion. I don't puff cigars in alpha male poses. And no, I don't have 2 arrest warrants in 2 different countries. I get it. I'm not flashy. I don't scream masculinity. I'm not drowning in designer brands, but I have something those gurus will never have: honesty.